Cecil.
It's recording.
We to LA to the Cecil.
Cecil.
So let's go.
Welcome to our channel, Haunt and Go Seek. And today we're in LA visiting two film locations. The first one is from the Netflix docu-series about the death of Elisa Lam. And the second one is Mom.
It's going to be Charmed house. So Charmed, it's supposed to take place in San Francisco, and they did film a lot of the scenes there in San Francisco, but the actual house is here in Los Angeles, and I recently just figured that out. I didn't even know that, but it was one of my favorite shows in the 90s. It was starring Shannon Doherty, Rose McGowan, Alyssa Milano, some of my favorites. So I'm really excited to go and see that after this, and they are only about 9 minutes apart, so the locations are very convenient if you're interested in seeing locations. And that's a honk for our channel.
Let's go.
Okay, so if you've watched this show, then I'm sure that you know that one of the most famous serial killers who stayed here was Richard Ramirez, and that man just terrified my life when I was 8 years old. So I grew up in Orange County, and that's when he was, you know, going around killing everyone that summer, and it was so hot, and there was a day where my brother was practicing what he was going to do to, we called him the walk-in killer in Orange County, but I know some people call him the Night Stalker, but I remember it being the walk-in killer. So anyway, one summer day, my brother is, he grabbed like a pipe or something that my dad had in the garage, and he brings it in, and he's like, hey, look what I found. If the walk-in killer thinks he's gonna break in here, don't worry, I'm gonna protect us all. I'm gonna kill him, I'll do this. And he's swinging, and it comes undone, and it goes through our front window, shatters it, completely takes our window out. We were crying. I just remember us all crying and hugging, and I have 7 siblings, and so we were just all crying. My dad was so mad and couldn't afford to replace it at the time, so we all slept in my parents' bedroom for like a week that summer, and they actually ended up catching him at the end of that week, and it was crazy because we were so terrified. Slept in my parents' room, all of us on the bed, all of us on the floor, and then one night my dad heard a sound, and he went out there, and he had a baseball bat with him, and he was telling, you know, screaming to the air like, come on, mother effer, I'm gonna kill you, I'm not afraid of you. And all my dad had on was a little pair of shorts and no shirt, everything. It was, you know, now that it's over, we can laugh about it, but we were just terrified. We were all in there just, you know, hugging each other and thinking like we're gonna die. But we were so glad when they caught him, because we could finally sleep again, and you know, we didn't have to stay in my parents' room anymore. But yeah, that was like the most terrifying summer of my life, and I'm still so glad that they caught him. But it's crazy to see all of these years later this show come out and them talk about him, because it just brings back all those feelings of like how scary that summer was.
Alright guys, so we are now inside the Cecil Hotel. We are in the front part, not exactly in the lobby because of course it is locked. Now for those who haven't seen the Netflix docu-series of the death of Elisa Lam, there's a couple theories about what happened to her, but basically she unfortunately died in the water tower at the top of the hotel. What they do have is footage of her in an elevator, and she was acting very strange, very odd, had kind of an episode, and then a few days later or the next day or so that they found her dead. Coming in.
However, They do believe, based on her medication, she was mentally ill, and I believe that she had schizophrenia, was having delusions of grandeur, and that is why I don't think anything was really there, and I do believe in ghosts, but I also believe in schizophrenia. And I love staying at haunted hotels. We do it all the time, like really old ones, historic ones, you know, hotels with legends and stuff. But after learning about what happened at this hotel, about 80 people died here from suicide. You had Richard Ramirez here. I mean, just the sickest of the sick kind of people here. I would not stay here if it were open. And I'm into,
Having that many people being dead here, this hotel's probably haunted.
Because I feel like I would be dead. I don't think haunted. I think I would just be killed in this hotel. So I don't like to go somewhere where you can die.
Here, so.
I like ghosts, but not real people that are alive still and killing you, Like if Richard Ramirez's ghost was here, I'd be like, cool, let's see him. But the real Richard Ramirez, no. Scary movies like The Exorcist, or when something bad is gonna happen, there's like flies coming like death. So that's what I had said, and my husband said, no, that's pee. It's because of the urine that the flies are in here. So I think I'm right, but he's probably right. Okay, so we're gonna ask him, what do you think happened in there to her? Do you think she was murdered, or do you think it was an accident?
You know what? I think it was a murder, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because she just seemed like she was in fear when she went into the elevator, like almost like she was running. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I think it was a murder. It could have been something else, But there's been so many things that have happened in that building. It's not funny.
Did you live out here during that time?
I was here for a little while when he was here, yeah.
For when the Richard Ramirez, or when the girl got?
Oh, when the girl died, I was living there.
You were living here, yeah.
Yeah, I had a house and stuff like that. I'm just trying to build myself back up and get back into society. But yeah, you know what? As far as the Cecil Hotel, everybody's been coming down here. I mean, you know what? I eat here all the time, and you know what? People are taking pictures after.
Yeah.
They finally opened up on the news and on this program.
Yeah.
And that's what got everybody going.
Do you know anyone who's ever stayed in the hotel?
Yeah.
Did they ever feel anything creepy happened there, like anything ghost-wise? Or?
No, they were probably high. Yeah.
That's probably tricky.
Yeah, they were probably high, and they figured that was part of the high or something,
Yeah.
But no, I believe it's haunted. There are ghosts, but you can't be afraid of them.
Right.
Yeah. My dad always told you. My dad passed on, rest his soul, but he used to always tell me, don't be afraid of death. Just be afraid of living.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Not afraid of Richard Ramirez's ghost. I was afraid of Richard Ramirez when he was here.
Right. I was so shocked when they got him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like they were partying on the street and they seen him and they said, let's get him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were cheering and so happy when they caught him because he was terrifying when I was a kid.
They caught him right there on Blanchard.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Schizophrenia and delusions of grandeur, and I've seen it firsthand. So,
let me just get my order book.
Top in the water, what is that called?